Back with you here on the newsfeed, people. After weeks, or 2 weeks at least, of suspense and some conflicting statements from the Zulu royal family, King Misuzulu is tying the knot today. And we are seeing some pictures coming from there. And Banyaza, the Sufi Premier of Gauteng, is in attendance. Julius Malema is in attendance with the Secretary General of the EFF. Also in attendance. We'll be bringing you some live visuals there. I think the king will be about to come out of the palace at this particular point. But we have with us, of course, for some analysis, Professor Sihawukele and Ngubane, cultural expert from the University of KwaZulu-Natal. Prof, good to have you, and thank you very much for your time. Others say this is a historic moment for the Zulu nation. Others saying it's a dramatic moment for the Zulu nation. How would you explain this particular moment, of course, considering the suspense and the conflicting statements around whether this is going ahead or not, and the reasons behind the drama?
Yes, thank you, Vamdruli. I think this is a joyous moment. Maybe one can say that it's a joyous moment because people were deprived of this occasion in January when it was postponed. So today marks the final jubilation from the nation that it is underway. So it's a joyous moment.
With the suspense, of course, and the drama of the 2 weeks that maybe people might not be aware, I mean, is this something significant in royal weddings, or is it something that comes with part of being a royal family?
I think it is significant in a way because going back the events that has taken place before, we know that this is a third wife. The first wife followed protocols that were not finished. In fact, the queen, the first queen, did not have this opportunity of involved in a wedding. And the second one also has not reached this stage because of some difficulties. I don't know what has caused that. But why I'm saying that it is significant is because this is the first kind for His Majesty to have this wedding.
Talk about these protocol issues. There are some that say that this particular wedding or the union in itself breaks away from protocol of how His Majesty should pick his bride, or who should be picked as a bride for His Majesty in terms of virginity and so on and so forth.
Yes, thank you for that question. I think this is like a private wedding for the king, because that is why I thought maybe the question you were going to ask me if this is the senior wife that will bear an heir, but this is not the case, because if you take a wife that will beget an heir, the whole nation should be involved in paying amalobola, as we have seen when Umntwana Nkosi was brought to the Zulu nation. So I think in this case, it is a private affair by the king, not the. That's why maybe even the attendance is not as what we expected, because in a wedding of this nature, we expect thousands of people.
Yeah, the unhappiness of the siblings, the others boycotting the wedding, I mean, does it add to the already fractious relationship that exists within the siblings?
Yes, it does. It's a combination of both, because what we noticed and what we hear is that some of Amazinyane did not make it to the wedding. But it's a family affair that cannot be prevented to happen. But under normal circumstances, when there is death, the family come together. And when there's a wedding, families put aside their differences and join the celebration. We would expect that they come and enjoy the moment with His Majesty. Although they have these differences, but this is a joyous moment that should be shared by the family, because he would need audience from his own brothers and sisters to attend the wedding.
Prof, I'm going to hold you there for a moment.